Am I supposed to wave?
Yeah. Good morning, Brick World.
Good morning, Brick World.
Live from. We're gonna pretend like we're in Vancouver. Vancouver.
No, we're not in Vancouver.
All right, you'll do another one in Vancouver. All right, hit that intro.
Good morning, Brick World.
Good morning, Brick World. Is that right? Is that right what I'm saying?
You think that was a good spin? Is Con recording? You're like Grogu. Good morning, Brick World!
Good morning, Brick World.
Excellent.
Hello, my lovely Lego friends. Welcome. Thank you for joining me today.
Oh yeah, give me.
Oh, hello, it's me, Mayo Hosto, and I live in the state of South Australia, and I just wanted to remind you that every Sunday morning in North America is a Good Morning Brick World, #GMBW. So make sure that you are subscribed to Dok Sampson and Brick Hive for all of your Good Morning Brick World needs.
Spoiler warning, this is Jesse's Brick Galaxy, and we're wishing you a good morning, Brick World, from Minnesota. Can't get enough. Can't get enough, Gabby. So, take it. All right. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
I need some of that coffee.
Morning.
Get that caffeine. Get that caffeine. Good morning, Brick World. Good morning, panel. I hope all
Hey.
Good morning.
Hey, Jay. Amberlia.
Hello.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us again. We have come to another Sunday, my friends, and that means another Good Morning, Brick World.
Oh, yeah.
And in case you guys haven't noticed, a lot of Star Wars stuff been going on.
Yeah.
May the third degree burns, May the 4th, May the
Sith.
6th.
Sith or something. Yeah, I know.
Revenge of the Sith. 6th. Yeah, God, I can't even talk this morning. But yeah, so it's basically been Star Wars week. And it's definitely been a fun week. There's been a lot of crazy stuff going on. A lot of Star Wars stuff been revealed, whether it's Lego or non-Lego related. And we have our good friend Planet Tech, also known as Just Tech, or maybe even Tech Productions, depending on how long you've known him. But we have him here today with us. He'll be joining us in the second hour to do some very deep Star Wars talk.
All right, deep.
Some of it might revolve around Lego. Some of it might not. Some of it might.
All
be
right,
good,
so we might have some
not.
Jedi Survivor talk, huh? Okay.
Some might be bad.
Okay.
We might be throwing some criticism around.
Yeah.
You know, it just look. Star Wars, as per normal, is kind of all over the place, and the fans, even the lighthearted fans, and even the hardcore fans, yeah, we're all over the place as well, and we all got opinions. So we'll get into that, but first, let us say good morning to all of you. So let's pull this chat up. And we start off with Brick Sergeant. Good morning, sir.
Hey,
How are you
Sarge.
doing? Mama Lego, good morning.
Hey, good morning,
Thank you
Mama.
for being here. King Oldendorf,
Hey, KO.
good morning. I just got your sig fig in the city. If anybody didn't see on Instagram, and if you would like to send your sig fig, you can send it to my PO box. It is in the link, the description, and yeah, I will put you in the city. So we got Brick Adjuster. Also,
sorry.
Nick.
Our good morning
right.
music. I forgot our good morning
We're
music.
doing the good morning music. Yes. Good morning, Brick Adjuster. Thank you for being here. Scotty V.
It's gotta be
Or Scotty 5. Would that also be 5?
It could be.
And Roman numerals?
If he's
can't
Roman.
remember. But yes, good morning. Thank you for being here. Scott Davis.
Hey,
Good morning, Scott. Thanks for being here. Brick Hive. Man.
Hey,
get
do we
that
say
guy
hi?
outta
No
here.
more bricks. No more bricks was out there, wasn't there?
I don't know. I'm on Brooks right now.
All right. Hey, Brooks.
Hey, Brooks. Cabbage Face.
My lord's there
Cabbage
early.
Face.
Oh, the coronation probably brought him out early. Yeah.
That's right. They got all that
Rival royalty.
that's
Yeah.
going on over there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Redmond Bricks.
Hey,
What's going
Redmond.
on, buddy? How you doing? Bricklock, Mr. Lincoln.
Hey, Mr.
Good
Lincoln,
morning to
yeah.
you. Steve Weiser.
Hey,
How you doing, Steve? We got Ryan Rampula. Did I say that right?
Hey, Brian.
I hope I said that right. If I didn't, I apologize. But good morning, Ryan. How are you? Thank you for being here with us. Pink Wheels. Oh
Hey, Pink
my
Wheels free.
goodness, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pink Wheels. We'll get back to you.
Yeah.
I got a shout out for you.
Shout out to the Flex.
Oh my goodness. Mayo Hosco.
Hey,
It's your
Mayo.
boy JP. What's going on, Mayo? Thank you for being here. And also thank you for your intro. It is wonderful. Christine Harbor. Good
Hey,
morning,
Christine.
How are you doing? My Bricks and me. Good morning.
Hi, Bricks
Thank you
and
for being
me.
here. We got Brook Stage Pass, also known as Craigster. Good
Hey,
morning,
Craigster.
afternoon, Brick World. Thank you for being here, my friend. Bill, also known as Cypher. Yeah, a great Gravity Falls reference if nobody knows. Thank you for being here. Ahoy. Jesse's Brick Galaxy.
Hey,
Spoiler warning.
Hey,
Whoa.
will there be a show? Will there be a show? Guardians of the Galaxy 3 played. Will there be a spoiler warning? Will there be a
I feel
spoiler
like
warning,
there
Jesse?
should be. I
Jesse.
feel like there should be.
Yeah.
Minifig Who.
Hey,
Greetings.
Minifig
Good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Let's see here. No more bricks.
Hey,
What's going
I knew
on,
it was
Harold?
out
How you
there.
doing today?
Yeah.
Thank you for being here, my friend. Mayo says I'm manually typing at the computer writing scripts for videos. Oh, on a
Excellent,
smoothie break.
excellent.
Excellent. There's Planet Tech right there. Did somebody say Star Wars?
Hey, Tech.
We did. Yes, so Tech will be joining us soon. Let's see here. Did I miss anybody? Is Glenn? What's going on, Glenn?
Hello, Glenn.
Millet? Good morning to you from me and my people. Well, tell your people we said hey and good morning. And thank you for being here. Dude.
Hey,
Hey,
Hey, Jude.
Good morning. How are you doing? We got to work on our timing on that. Kevin's face says it was nice to see cousin Charlie getting his crown. What a
Yeah.
legend. We had some karaoke down the pub afterwards. Karaoke is always fun. I do a great Mama Said Knock You Out by LL Cool J. Brick Zapper.
Hey,
Good
Rick
morning. What's going on? If anybody didn't know, Brick Zapper is a very good artist.
Zapper. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and a very good co-host on Full of Bricks live stream. Good stuff. Moments of the Magic.
Hey,
Good
Mom.
morning. How you doing? Full with bricks. Watch ya. What's going on, Barry?
Yeah.
That's in the house. Burgeroo Bonsai. Aloha.
Aloha.
You know? Did you guys know that aloha
Mahalo.
actually means a few different things in Hawaii?
That it meant hello and goodbye at the same time somehow.
Yeah, and I think it actually means one other word at least that I know of. But I think we said hello to everybody.
All right.
I'm at the bottom of the chat. So yeah, thank you everybody for being here. We appreciate you. So,
All right. Yeah, the
look,
leaks were heavy this week.
Yeah,
Were
all right.
you able to order your Star Wars set? Because as I recall, at midnight on the East Coast, there were several issues with the Lego website. Were you able to finally order that Star
Okay,
Wars
look.
set?
we got a
Did
tight
ya?
show today, so I'm going to tell you
Okay.
guys a really quick story. All right, I ordered the Super Starter Store. I pre-ordered it or whatever. That came.
Excellent.
No problem. Okay, I ordered the X-Wing and 2 6-pack CMFs, the Disney 100 series,
Right,
you know,
yeah.
100th anniversary.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
and then of course there's the gift for purchases. They sent it in 2 packages. The X-Wing was in one, and then the CMFs and the gift for purchases was in another. Okay,
Excellent.
I
excellent.
got the X-Wing, right? But I never got the other one, the other box, right? So I email Lego, blah, 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 like, can you guys hear me typing? Oh,
Yes,
crap,
we
what do
can. I don't know. Be careful.
do? Oh, no, man. No, hold on.
That's fine. You're
Ooh,
telling a
better not-
story.
I know. I better not do that again. All right. Anyways, okay. So emailed Lego, said, hey, haven't received the other package. What's going on? Where's it at? Because when you go on the website or the tracking, they don't know where it's at.
Right.
All right. So they finally email me back and say, hello, we see that you got one package, the gift with purchases. Don't worry, the X-Wing will be there on the 10th.
Okay, but you already got the X-Wing.
Exactly. So I'm like, do I tell them the truth or do I just get another X-Wing?
I would just get another X-Wing at this point.
Yeah, I think everybody in the chat would probably also agree with me. Just get another.
Yeah, exactly. Let us know in the chat. Chat. What do you think? What do you think you have to do? It's a
I will
dilemma.
give everybody an update next Sunday on what happened.
What happened? Yeah.
By the way, Rula, good morning to you. And I see
Hey,
Richie out there.
Rula.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Richard.
All right. So look, everybody. The reason I say we got a tight show is because there is a I said heck.
Yeah, there's a ton. There's a ton.
All right. Oh my gosh, dude. I don't even know where to.
All right,
Well, listen, everybody. When we were having a
everyone.
meeting, when we were having our meeting about this, and we were going through all these leaks and stuff, I was so excited. I had to keep throwing things, so I have to be careful not to throw anything. There's a lot of good stuff. City, what are you doing?
Wow,
Does City look like they're trying to chase after friends right now?
I don't know. It looks like they're trying to go for some modular kind of coolness or something. But yeah,
I'm
I
just
love that
saying,
sky
dude,
bridge. That sky bridge. Look at that
No,
sky bridge.
it's beautiful, but I'm like, They're like, oh, we see how it is. Friends trying to.
It reminds me of Ninjago, though. It reminds me of Ninjago. Kind
Yeah.
of just.
It does have a bit of that Ninjago City vibe.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Shy? How you doing, brother?
Hey.
Good morning.
So it looks like they're just upping the game for everybody. They're like, all right, people are complaining that city's getting expensive. Let's show them what we can do. So yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good.
All right. Okay. I was like, Ninjago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon Rising.
We've definitely discussed some Ninjago, and Jay's gonna have a Ninjago segment for us. But yeah, dude, the stuff that they're coming out with,
cool.
Killer. Dude, look at that.
I know. It's like
Oh
they're
my
going back to the
God.
Arctic or something. It's like Arctic Polar Explorer or
God.
something. It's happening again.
Oh, jeez, man. I wasn't expecting the seal. You guys threw me off. I hadn't seen that yet.
Yeah.
Oh, the baby seal. Look at the baby seal.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's a perfect little set. It's a seal battle pack. It's a seal battle pack. Yeah. Whoops. Push the wrong.
Oh, no,
you
not
should be okay.
backwards.
I know. Push the wrong thing.
Oh, my God.
Sorry about that.
I think we broke Hive.
Oh,
All right. All right. So there's the Yoda thing.
Oh, yeah. This thing looks pretty cool. I mean,
What is
especially
Like
for
the
Yoda.
Yoda's got-
He is.
Yoda's got dual molded mini legs.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll take the seal any day,
Check 'em
but
out,
you know,
you know?
right on. Go Yoda.
What is this for?
Oh, wait, this is a Star Wars episode.
It's. I think it's some sort of like
employee thing or something.
promo purchase thing.
Okay.
So it's going to be something you're going to have to chase on the aftermarket. It's going to be tough. It's going to be expensive.
I mean, other than the perhaps the dual molded legs, you could probably just build this on your own.
Right, probably, yeah.
Oh, by the way, good morning, Camel City Brick House. Thank you for being
Hey,
here.
Camel City. All right, so there's the Dreams polybag. There it is.
Yeah, everybody keeps saying it's just a parts pack, and I agree. It don't look exciting, but
Right.
you know,
It's
that's
got
just
one of
me.
those little green things in it, but that's and that
Yeah,
little
and
blue
it's
blue
got a bunny. Yeah.
Right. It's the
Right.
bunny before it grows all big.
Oh, yeah, it does have a bunny. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. But is it worth $5?
And I think there's going to be there's 10 episodes, but there's the bunny all grown up.
Oh
Right
my
there.
God. All right. So yeah, Dreams. Jeez Louise, dude. Oh my God.
Yeah, check them out. Check them out. Look at those roller skates.
No, man,
on the
look,
speed.
all
Look at
the
that
Dream sets look
tri-molded
awesome.
swords.
Yeah, look at that sword.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. Yeah. Look, I'm
And
not
this,
gonna
and this
rant.
set
I'm
is
not gonna rant.
$19 too. Excellent price. Excellent price on this
Did
set.
you say you're not gonna rant?
Dude, we ain't got time.
He's trying to hold it. He's trying to hold back. Hold back. Look at you can ride it. This
Time for me
is
to rant.
this
Look,
is a
all the
fantastic
Dream
little
sets
set.
look awesome.
Fantastic.
Unfortunately, you know, dude,
Look at those. Look
God,
at those.
look at
things.
that thing.
Printed
Tell me
down
you're
to
not
the
feeling
toes.
Martian the
All the way down to the
Manhunter
toes. All
vibes
the way-
with that dude, man.
Look at that hair. Look at that hair.
Yeah, oh my gosh, dude, there's too much. Trevor's videos. What's up? Good morning. And I see Moto out there.
Hey, good
But
morning.
it says
Moto.
Dreams is so nutty that I love it, dude. Dreams.
All right,
is
there it is.
awesome.
Bionicle is back, everybody. There he is. Bionicle.
Yeah, they're even making.
Look at that guy. That guy's cool.
Yeah, this one is also $20. I believe.
Oh man, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
And did you know that Lego Dreams was in development for 3 years with sleep research scientists to help do the whole thing? Wait till you see the show. Wait till you see the show. Yeah.
I'm very interested in that.
It's about dreams and nightmares.
Why does
and
that person
going
have
to sleep.
whiskers? What's going on with that?
I don't know.
That's a retainer that goes in the mouth.
Oh, my bad. Sorry about that.
Yeah, but
look,
in all fairness, at first look, it is weird. You're just like, what is
it
that
is.
on their face?
I was thrown off. Dude, Dreams is, oh my god, dude.
Look at that. Isn't that cool?
Look, and one of the things,
that's
one of
great.
the best things about Dreams is I mentioned this before about it utilizes what Lego truly is about. Lego isn't truly about IPs and display sets. I mean, yes, it can be, of course, but it's really about imagination and building stuff with these bricks, building whatever you want. And I really appreciate that they're in this Dreams type world or whatever it is, where they can just create whatever they want.
New hair too. I'm loving the new hair.
Yeah, and dude, the pieces and.
All right, there's
Look
that.
at that. Look at that. Come on, man. That is so freaking cool.
And that can be a regular van too.
That's the one I'm going to have to get. Out of all of them, I have to get that one. Chai says that fig is always in sleep paralysis mode.
But yeah, check it out. You can convert it over to its regular.
I probably will do that. But I don't know, man. The other one's really cool. It's just something like that looks cool walking through a forest. My Bricks and Me says the whole Dreams wave is almost $800, but man, I want them all. Like, look at
right. You don't have to day one anything from Dreams. Wait for it to go to the retailers. Wait for some sales.
Look at it. It comes with awesome minifigs, and it comes. And what's up with that grandma?
And these minifigs, mini figs.
She's so tiny.
Yeah.
But look at her arms, dude. Looks like she can bench press a house.
So is that the first time we're going to see mini skirt? Like we have the mini legs. That's a mini skirt.
That's got to be a first. I've never seen it.
Because like she's wearing robes all the way to the ground.
It even comes with a little awesome little palm tree, dude.
Oh yeah.
Get out of here.
The other thing.
Wow.
Oh, so majestic.
The other thing that I really liked about some of these sets, and I think I brought this up in our meeting, was that they are definitely borrowing on like the Creator 3-in-1 type thing, where there's different ways to build these, which, like you said, like kind of getting back to the core of what Lego's about. I absolutely love that it's about imagination, and then not only that, but there's like all these different ways that you can.
As an awesome unicorn, look at that.
It kind of reminds me of the whole Ninjago core stuff, where you could like upgrade the sets. That was mainly in the first wave, but these actually look good before the upgrades.
That winged thing that had multiple eyes was cool. I mean, that's just a really cool thing that only utilizes like 2 or 3 pieces,
Oh yeah. All right.
Like this one's cool too. I just don't like it as much. But again, look at the imagination you're using right now with this stuff, because it doesn't make any sense, but it makes total sense in the world of Lego. And there's the person with the whiskers. I mean, retainer.
Yeah, retainer.
That little blue thing. That little blue thing's kind of weird. Like,
I know. That's like, look, it's a little Dok Sampson. He just got to change his color. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And the guy with the hat, that hat is
the enforcer.
wicked.
That's the evil enforcer.
Yeah. Dude, the freaking hat's got an eyeball on it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at, dude, but it's cool.
It's a great car. Look at it.
Our Toys World says you can go without the show, but anything is better than an app. Yeah, I agree. I am very intrigued by the show. I do want to watch at least a couple episodes and see if I like it, because it looks different.
I love how the car looks just regular. It's a nice car.
Mm-hmm.
They're the deers that jumped around in the video.
This is the other one that I would probably get, because I love the little cottage thing. But again, I'd have to buy like 2 of them so I could put them together. Yeah. But it would be worth it, because all the pieces would be totally worth having 2 of them. It'd be
right. It's like a botanicals. Look at the botanicals all over it. All the botanicals.
Just so creative looking, dude. And they did such a good job with ironic. To me, this doesn't clash. It feels like it should clash, because some of it just doesn't look. It's so abnormal looking, but it looks so well together.
Oh yeah.
That deer with the flowers on its horns and stuff, like that is amazing. That is great. I love that.
It's like Pokemon, but without Pokemon.
And then you got this kind of thing. Looks like a school bus transformed into a space shuttle. Or
Right, exactly. Shuttle bus or something.
Yeah, dude. All these sets are great looking. I don't really have any beef with any of these sets. I'm not gonna be able to get them all.
Wow, look at all the stud shooters on that thing.
Yeah.
So, okay, so here's the question. Do you think this is going to do well?
It depends
I
on
feel
the
like
price
it.
point.
I feel like it.
You know,
Yeah, the price is going to
could.
be a big factor in it, but I feel like it should do well because it is very creative. You've got some very interesting villains. You know, like very interesting looking villains.
The core characters are pretty cool too. So yeah.
Yeah, and even like the vehicles, like the alligator car and all that jazz, like you could still transform them into like a vehicle. You know what I mean? So like, dude, look at this treehouse.
Yeah.
For crying
Oh,
out
the
loud.
treehouse is amazing.
But I agree. I think the biggest factor in everything is going to be the price. Our parents going to buy it for their kids. You know, they can be able to afford it. And our A-falls and T-falls going to want to spend whatever amount of money that they charge for it.
Yeah.
Because dude, look at down at the bottom. There was like a Mario type, like what do you call it? The plant thing with the teeth. See down there at the bottom? Yeah. Dude, it's amazing looking, man. I mean, I would put that in my forest. No question.
Yeah, it's a great treehouse.
Yeah.
And all the blue elements too. It's just like, wow.
I feel like it should do well, honestly. This looks like something that should do well. I think it's better and different than stuff like Hidden Side or Video. I agree. It's better than an app. I think it following a cartoon, because if the cartoon does well, you know they're going to keep chucking out toys. My question was, imagine we all love the toys, but then the cartoon starts not doing as well, and they're like, okay, well, we're going to stop making it.
Right.
I mean, look at this thing, dude. Look at how creative that is.
So do you think that like that the set can't be successful on its own if the cartoon doesn't do well?
That's the big question.
Maybe.
Because
people
generally
know what it is. Yeah.
Toys generally follow a series, a theme. You know what I mean? Obviously we've all seen like Star Wars is a great example of like the toys make more money than the movies do. You know, the merchandise is a huge part of it. George Lucas was smart back in the day with what they did. But yeah, I mean, I that's a good question, because imagine if the toys just skyrocket and these things sell out like hotcakes. You know what I mean? Both A-falls, T-falls, and K-falls. You know, the parents buy it for the kids, like blah, 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 blah. But then the cartoon doesn't do well. Lego can't be like, you know, because this could be a new evergreen theme for them.
Yeah.
Because imagine you could do what you want. And if you want to put it in your city, if you want to put it in your friend's city, you know, you want to put it wherever, dude. Like it would. Look at, oh my God, dude, you're killing me.
We thought we were done. No, there's more. There's more.
I mean, look, you can mix that in with like a medieval theme. Like, there's so much you could do with stuff like this. You know what I mean? Hey, I see a couple of new people out there. Chef, good morning. I see Sean the Rap Wave.
Hey, Sean.
A couple of brickheads.
But yeah, it's like
Johnny
it's like miniature, the Villager of the Munchkins or something, you know.
I mean, look, the Purple House one is a little weird, but in my opinion, that's just a wizard house, dude. That's or a potion house or something, you know. Nothing looks abnormal.
Yeah, you can see the little
except for it seems like they're kind of like compressed. Like it seems like they're a little short. But I guess all these little munchkins live in it, so that would make sense why it's so short. Look at that one got an axe. The one with the beard got an axe. It's hilarious.
Okay.
All right.
So I know I may be the only one that could speak to Gabby's Dollhouse, but this show is, you know, I think it's pretty big with kids on Netflix. My daughter is insanely excited. I mean, there's Cakey and all these little that little
cupcake. That cupcake cat is cute as heck.
Yes, because there's like a fairy cat, there's like the cupcake cat, there's the DJ cat, there's all these different cats and stuff. So and I know these are all 4+, but my daughter is definitely excited for this. They're
gonna sell.
Dude,
they're gonna sell.
If you
got
like,
an IP,
if you like friend stuff, mini doll stuff, and I'll tell you what, I would buy that just for the cupcake cat and stuff, like some of those interesting looking pieces. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because again, you're not going to find anything like these in any other sets.
Yeah.
Even if they wanted to make more stuff like this in different sets, it wouldn't even match.
Oh, and is it Permaid? Is that who that is?
Is that a
I think?
cat mermaid?
Yeah,
Yes.
Batman.
Yeah. No, I mean, this is like, yeah, like it starts out live action and then like she shrinks herself down and plays in the dollhouse with all the cats and stuff.
I mean, look, good on Lego. Like, again, this is creative. You know, this is really creative. And especially, I don't know anything about Gabby's dollhouse. You know what I mean? I imagine if my kid was, you know, that age again, I probably would. But it looks colorful, but not like that, like too, like not,
Yeah.
you know, like too colorful, like it shouldn't be. It's just, and the mini doll, look at that. That's a good looking mini doll. I would imagine the hair with the cat ears. Well, I imagine the hair with the
dolls.
Yeah, I imagine the hair with the cat ears. A lot of people are gonna like because that's new. I don't think I've seen that before. By the way, good morning, Nicole, Lady McBricken out there in the house.
Hey, Lady McBrick.
Macro Bricks, what's up?
She's got 3 different outfits, but only 2 different hair pieces. So you know.
Good morning,
it won't be too much of a chase.
She has to have the ear thing because that's like she pinches that to get small and big. So that's part of her little thing.
Yeah. So here,
there's the main dollhouse. Yeah, the main.
Again, you know, I don't know anything about the show, but at first, when I first saw this, I thought that was that what's that Taylor Swift house thing that everybody's, you know, that. I was like, oh my god! All right, here comes the video. They went through it and made it. No, but yeah, I mean, it's cool looking. You know, it's clearly meant for whoever this is targeted at. I mean,
yeah,
you know,
Sean, I feel you. I feel you. He was saying like he's already got like a bunch of Gabby like toys and stuff. Basically, all this in a different form, and now he'll have to get it all again.
So I mean, I guess I can assume like there's already like toys for Gabby's dollhouse out there. You know?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Now Lego's just capitalizing.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, there are. My daughter has a few. Yes, DJ Catnip.
DJ Catnip. Dude, for insets again, killing it. And like Richie talks about this. Artoria World talks about this in his latest video about how it's a great video, but it talks about how they toned down their colors. So they still got their colors, but they toned them down to now where it's like I look at it, I'm like, dude, I'd buy that and I wouldn't even modify it.
Right, it's more friendly now. More, more accessible.
Oh my god! I am day one buying this thing, dude. This thing is incredible looking. This is another thing that our Toy World brought up in his video. You don't see City doing sets like this, man.
No.
Why?
Beautiful.
The only issue I'm foreseeing is that all those clear pieces are going to get scratched up
in the box.
I mean, that could be. Yes, I agree. But hopefully what an incredible build, man.
Yeah.
By the way,
look at the little plaques for the signs for the plants. It's just like wow.
Yeah, no, dude, this set is incredible.
Killing it.
And I don't think I would need to buy 2 of them. I think I could just have enough bricks to really enclose just the back of that. Dude.
Look at those lily pads.
Yeah, dude, are those new?
I've never seen them
before. I don't think I've ever seen those either. Yeah.
Moto, tell us, Moto.
Yeah.
Moto.
By the way,
you know what? Wait, if you go back to the other one, the other picture, I kind of love that they have like this is the what is it, the bird of paradise and like all those different flowers and stuff. Like it very much feels like a place that like my daughter and I would go, where you've got like the butterfly enclosure and stuff like that, and you've got all the plants in the garden. So I absolutely love that, especially for like putting in a city somewhere. I think that's great.
No, it's this set is almost like a 10 out of 10 for me.
Right. I'm waiting for the planetarium. It's like, where's the planetarium, friends?
I know.
Yes.
Right.
Let's get her done.
Real quick. Good morning to Bubba Bricks, Cliff and Cliff, 36
Cliff.
Bricks. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you.
Check this bus. Look, it's handicap accessible too. Look at that.
It's a very interesting looking bus.
Yeah,
it's a modern bus, kind of like.
I got no qualms with it, man.
It's kind of a see in the tour out here.
What's up with that mouse sleeping there? What is that?
That's a sticker.
Really?
Like a sticker, yeah.
Oh.
They add little stickers to the, to give a little life to it.
Yeah, there's just little like drawings.
Well, look, it opens and everything. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
The shape is weird.
It reminds me of a tour bus up here. Isn't this?
Oh,
That's why I'm
well,
like, it looks like a normal
so
bus. What are you talking about?
There we go.
We've covered this before, but this is clearly an insanity of princess mini dolls.
Okay, so this set has my daughter doing chores.
Oh wow, it's that good.
Oh,
yeah.
she needs this. She's
Oh, yeah.
like, no, she's been doing the cat box. She's cleaning the litter box to get this thing. So good on her.
Yeah.
Climbing.
I mean, look, I obviously, I'm not. I almost want to buy this just for the set because I think it would be kind of neat to infuse it somehow into the forest or something. But clearly, if I was younger and I was into this kind of stuff, dude, I would be flipping out over this set, dude. The mini dolls, the set itself is amazing. Look at all these mini dolls.
Pocahontas.
And not just the mini doll. Like, look at the
from
variety
that's from that house
of humans that you have.
Where's Bruno?
Where's Bruno? Incredible. I will say I like that outfit that one of the Frozen girls has. That's pretty cool. Yeah, man.
Epic.
Cool sets. Lego really been hitting it out of the park. Even that's cool. Like if you had a lot of people do like a winter wonderland during the winter,
right?
Like switch up their cities or whatever. Like this would be a perfect thing to have like in the middle of a park during a winter time theme.
Yeah, this got the mini
corner
dolls.
That corner slope on the bottom, is that new?
It could be.
Ooh,
pretty cute. I like the snow person with the Olaf.
Yeah.
What's up, Jacob? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Text says you'll have if you want the build, and I'll take the dolls. If you're gonna start taking the dolls, man, you're gonna have to start talking to Ruth because I have been sending all my mini dolls to Ruth. By the way, also good morning to Danny Fandoms.
Hey, Danny.
Danny, we're gonna talk. I gotta remember to bring up the thing too. I wanted to talk about something.
Are those the melty wax pieces? Are those new?
Oh, I gotta get my.
no, those are the little
yeah.
cupcake pieces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you see those in friend sets a lot too.
Okay.
So
I don't like the raccoon. It's just I don't know. It seems like it seems. Because the other one's a little more cartoony. And then Pua needs printed eyes. It needs eyes on that white. I mean, his eyes were not that big. I mean, they were big, but they weren't like, they need to be printed.
But Hey is great. Hey is great.
Yeah.
I love Hey.
Yeah, these are really great. I admit they're good. This set is really awesome. Actually, I'd like to get it just because look, Finding Nemo. When I saw it in the theater, I already love Pixar, but I just fell in love with Pixar. This set, this is a great display set, and I would
it's amazing.
I would smack somebody for those villains, dude. Those villain minifigs.
Oh yeah, I want that Jafar. Give me that Jafar.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Does anybody know how much this set is?
It was on Lego's website, so that's where I got these images from. So you should be able to.
Yeah, I have to check. Dude, look at those. Gastoff,
Gaston, yeah.
Gaston, yeah. And it's crazy how they have like a VHS tape.
I know. I love that's the part I love the most.
I know.
Like,
Okay.
wow. Yeah.
I actually was talking to like an old coworker, and I had to explain what a VHS tape was.
It's $130.
I had to explain what a VHS tape was.
Yeah, she was like, "I have no idea what you're talking about."
Yeah,
you said 130.
Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not really bad in the bigger scheme of things, but look, everybody, I've made this like a statement. Like after Chicago, I need to just chill until fall. And god dang it, Lego.
Oh yeah.
Like Lego. By the way, good morning, Bricks. Why not?
Hey, Bricks, why not?
Thank you for being here.
Some of these might be repeats because I just took all the lifestyle pictures. I'm like, let's just do them. But some of them might not. So this is a new Friends one right here, like a ranch house of some sort. And this is underwater or something.
That's that.
This is a good one. And that thing turns too.
Yeah, because there's the bus we saw.
Yeah, there's the bus. Yeah. That's kind of a thin bus, dude. I feel like that bus can go through alleyways.
This is like a soccer camp or something, or a sports camp or something.
Yeah,
Because you see a basketball hoop and some
Right,
other
right.
things. So
There's
it's
like a little
yeah.
soccer
Yeah, probably
field.
probably like a gym of some
Well, a
sort.
soccer field isn't
Recreational
the
center.
right
Right.
term. It's more like
Where's
a
the
soccer.
where's the regular city sports thing? Why don't we get any of that? And you know, occasionally we get a ramp of for a skateboard, but that's about it.
This.
This.
Check that.
Oh, this is another thing I'm gonna have to buy, dude. I'm gonna have to buy this,
Look at this.
I gotta buy
slide
this,
to get to the
dude.
next level.
dude.
Spiral staircase on the bottom. Look
Dude.
at that.
Look! I love the slide between the two
God,
floors.
dude.
Yeah.
They are killing it this year with
I
sets,
mean,
man.
And
Not
look, there's
just
some
Friends,
sort
but
of-
just Lego in general. I mean,
Look, the window washer or the painter hanging off the side of the building too from the roof.
So what gets me about this one is this the first time I saw it, I thought it was a mock.
dude.
I didn't realize it was like an actual set. I thought this was a mock at
And
first.
even the color scheme,
Yeah, oh, it's
Right.
gorgeous.
it's not hardcore. It
No.
works so well, dude.
I almost feel like they were like, you did that thing in City with the Sky Bridge. You did that other thing in Dreams. We're going to do one in Friends. Here it is. The Friends guys are like, we're doing ours too. Check it out.
By the way, real quick, Bricks Why Not asked us, so you guys going to Chicago Brick World? 3 of us will be there this year. Hopefully next year, all 4 of us can be there. But yeah, me, Jay, and Amberlia will be there this year. Look at this. Look
Yeah.
at this.
I love that camera.
God.
The movie camera.
Get out, dude. That's a great camera van.
Yep.
And again, the colors.
Yeah. Friends
I mean-
again, taking over for City.
They really are, dude.
Yeah.
City better watch
know,
out.
taking the
That's
lead.
something I noticed with the latest like city. I absolutely saw the inspiration from Friends. 100%.
That's that. I'm not gonna say it yet, but that could be one of my favorite sets this year, honestly, dude.
Yeah.
This
There's a
is
nice
really
boat.
awesome. Look, it's got the little submarine thing.
Yeah, submersible in the front.
Um,
Here's the
Harry Potter.
thing. Yeah.
Harry
Yeah,
Potter.
Harry Potter killing it again. I mean, still going strong, dude. Brian, good morning. What's up? Thank you for being here.
Are those what are those little critters down there below? Or well, that's magical effects.
Yeah, that's their.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that-
Which
that-
which
There's
is looks
some
good.
sort of like new piece you can attach to the
To
end
the
of the
wand.
wands,
Yeah.
so that
Oh,
you can have power blast coming out.
very cool.
There's Hogsmeade Station.
They'd really
it-
be pushing that train, dude.
Yeah, hopefully that train can be motorized.
That train is their X-wing. They're really.
They do it a lot. Well, you know,
So
it
is this
symbolizes
for
the shoe.
is this for the people who didn't get the big one
earlier,
I
yeah.
guess maybe.
or the one before that?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this looks like a little box that opens up and performs Quidditch or something.
Yeah,
It's
it's
cool.
like a Quidditch like trunk of some
The
sort,
trunk.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's.
I like those.
Look, I feel like the
ring
Harry
pieces.
Potter fans are definitely getting some good stuff.
Yeah.
That
You get
I
one
feel like they
person from
should-
each of the house too. So
I wish they had more sets with the.
The train is
And-
their
and
land
the-
speeder.
all right. So there's something from City. Looks like
Um,
In-N-Out Burger. Oh, I'm sorry, In-N-Out ice cream.
Yeah, it looks.
Look at
now
this. There's the new boat. It's gonna float.
That
Look at that. Look at that
is-
orca. Look at that orca.
dude.
And then there's
that
some sort of sea
orca-
creature. What's that dual-headed sea creature right there next to it?
What?
Well, what is that thing next to that? Right,
That might be some like wreckage. Some
Has to be
Wreckage,
wreckage,
okay.
yeah.
Because I was like, look, it's Nessie. It's Nessie.
But that, dude, and that boat is great too. That is
It'll
a
float.
solid boat.
Float too, yeah.
What do you want to think of? 160?
At least. Look, it's got a helicopter on the front too. Notice that. Nice.
Oh,
nice.
nice. I might have to get that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh God! See, no, here,
6,
listen to me. I
7
can't.
minifigures. Okay, that's gonna be good. That'll be
I
good.
can't.
you
Oh
don't
my
have
goodness.
to. No day one on anything. You don't day one anything anymore. No more day one.
All right, hold on. We're gonna pause this for just a second. I know we got to get through it, but King
Okay.
Oldendorf just did a $5 donation for us. Goodness, what kind of donation should we give Oldendorf? I guess
you know the one I want him to get.
no, we're not gonna do that. We're
Well,
not gonna
then
do
do
that.
the Grow
Since
Great
it's Star
one.
Wars,
Do the
since
Grow
it's
Great
Star Wars, let's do a Star Wars one.
Go Satil, you must walk a different path.
All right,
love it.
thanks,
Never get
Ollendorf.
it.
We
Thank you,
appreciate
King
it.
Oldendorf. We appreciate it. Oh my gosh, Macro, you gotta wait a sec. Give me 1 second, man. Hold on, let's go through a few more, and then we're gonna get to Macro's donation as
Whoops, I
well.
pushed the button.
And
Everybody
there is
doesn't-
no US price on the boat.
Oh,
because
I'm-
it's probably not going to be here until August.
Look, my Price is Right retail guess is going to be $160.
All right.
Watch,
Anything
Doc's
else?
going to be like, mine's going to be $161.
No, 160 sounds about right for a boat like that, because the exploration ship, the one that was part of the National Geographic or whatever, that was 130.
Yeah. I mean,
Or
that's
whatever.
true. It's true.
All right,
It's
so
the
there's
Orca.
another-
It's the Orca.
There's another modern house looking
Um,
good. I think this is probably a 3-in-1 or something. Maybe.
Again?
I know, but look,
Friends-
this is why
Friends
Friends
is
is
there.
killing them, because this isn't horrible, but it just doesn't have that pizzazz, man, that Friends is doing, dude. Friends is making City look really bad. I'm sorry.
Right. Well, Frenza has better colors than what this was has. But you notice that they stole the motorized wheelchair for the old person down below from Friends. That's the fact.
They stole a lot from Friends. If you take a look at it.
They did. They are.
Exact
Dude,
same thing.
Oh goodness. Macro. Oh my goodness, you killed me. Good morning, Agents of Mock. What's going on?
All right. So there's a taxi stand or a car wash. Car wash looks like
yeah,
a car wash.
car wash.
That's
What a-
cool. I
And
mean,
the car is
yeah.
back to old school style size.
because
and
Craig
everything.
says like I hate this day one purchase.
Look at that turtle, baby turtle, big turtle, sea ray, manta ray,
Oh my gosh, the
tiger
turtle.
shark,
Oh, that turtle is beautiful.
all the coral and all the
The turtle's-
colors.
Macro, what are you doing?
The new helmet is looking good. Check this out. What do you think? Ski slope.
I think it would look good in
There's
Winter
the there's,
Wonderland.
there's the sports I was complaining about. Where's the sports? There's sports. They gave us sports now. Yeah, look at that. Look at that shark. Look at that shark
oh my
in the
goodness.
coral. Yeah,
Yeah.
look at those teeth. And then you get 2 other kinds of sharks too.
Well, the city does good with this kind of stuff. I will say.
Is that a jellyfish over on the side? Way over on the side?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
that's supposed to be a jellyfish.
And then the new
Um,
deep diving helmets as well. Are way
look,
over there on one
We
side.
we need to
Snorkeling helmet.
give Macro
Wow.
some attention here. I'm sorry.
All right, just give it to
all right.
him. Give it to him.
All right, here's your Macro donation. Everybody be ready for some firepower.
Thanks,
hold
Macro.
on. Wait,
That was
sorry, that was the wrong one. I'm giving
All right.
another one because
All
Macro's
right,
done like freaking 7 donations.
All
or
right,
something.
all right,
All right, here you go, Macro. I
Yeah,
always
that's
say, man,
Macro.
if
That's
the
Macro.
if the coffee hasn't waken you up, that donation will.
I can see Macro laughing like that, pulling up his hood, walking away.
All right, everybody. Moving on. Yeah, that freaking God dang it.
Man, look, Arctic is back. Look at that. Polar bear with baby polar bears.
I promise I will get a dog flesh all out for you guys.
And then
Dude,
check
what
this
is
out.
this?
It's a little modern house of some kind. I hate
What
the
is
mini car. I hate
this?
the mini car.
Oh.
Dude, keep going, man.
All right, so there's that Ninjago.
Yeah, there's some Ninjago figs.
And
That
the
little
new
baby
hat.
dragon.
And that's the new
Yeah.
kid right there, right? That's the Aaron right
Yeah,
there.
Aaron.
Actually, all 3 of those figs are really cool.
Mhm.
Macro, I will give you another donation soon. I promise. You're
Don't miss
insane.
Jacob's.
What
There's also a couple just member levels.
Oh, I'll have to
Just
see
for
if
their
I
their
know.
anniversaries, but we should shout them out.
Yes, definitely. I just can't see them on StreamYard. Duplo.
Getting expensive. All I can say about Duplo.
Duplo is getting really
Getting
expensive.
Very expensive.
I'm glad I'm not into Duplo. As I buy $600 UCS sets.
All right. All right. So here, this is where you're like stealing
Yeah.
from friends, right?
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Main
lie.
Street.
I like the main
It's like a
street,
starter Lego City.
but I like the tower one probably the most because I feel like I could do that with one set.
You get the hair in
The
blue.
Main
You also
Street.
get that newsy hat right there from the CMS.
I've got a few of those. Yeah, I've got a few of those now. So as a matter of fact, I'm eventually gonna make a sig fig. If I don't get one, eventually I'm gonna make a sig fig of Baza and
Give him that
that
hat.
yeah, because that's like kind of like a signature hat he usually wears.
Yep.
Yeah, see, that looks great. And you get a little
Okay.
street light and a tree. You guys know I'm all about the trees.
Oh yeah.
Open back, but I feel like that wouldn't be too difficult to cover up. I'll have to buy a whole nother set.
I love the drum set.
Yeah, they're good with doing stuff like that. I mean, most Creator 3-in-1 stuffs, man, I love. This is a big popular item because it looks great, but man, it's got that little ride, that little baby,
Got the space baby.
The space baby. Everybody loves that space baby.
Yeah, but this roller coaster thing is cool.
Yes, the roller coaster track and everything. Yeah, that's the best.
It is. I agree. By the way, good morning, Sai. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you, Sai Okada.
Well, the other thing,
Space baby.
the other thing I was going to mention is a lot of the roller coaster sets are large. And so, like, I don't have room for something like that, but something like this, I could fit somewhere. So I love this.
The entrance to that top one for the UFO is great. How it's like a circular.
Well, I love that little space shuttle as well. It's like the whole themed thing is just great.
Yeah. Good stuff. I will say, crazy sets coming out this year. All right, Brickheads, Harry Potter fans, rejoice.
There is Cho Chang at last.
Yeah.
And I love the
Lizard
slight
Prince.
variation in the skin tones between the two of them.
Yeah, good call. Good
They're
call.
not- yeah.
Lego,
They're
you can do
doing
it.
it. They're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look
All right.
good.
There's your Cedric Diggory so he can die.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, these brickheads are the same 4 characters that are in that Quidditch trunk set.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, there you go. You got the brooms. Yeah, I mean, good stuff. Like I said, if you're a Harry Potter fan, you definitely are digging these. I'm sure. You know,
love
if
it.
you're Harry Potter Brickheads fans, especially.
They're all prints, or you think they're all prints or all stickers?
I think they're all. I think aren't brickheads usually
headpiece
prints?
might
Those
be
are prints. Almost.
usually
I
prints.
don't think I've seen. The only time I've seen stickers with like brickhead things are like the birthday clown where you could put like a little something I think on the flag, but that was it.
Look at birthday cake.
Yeah.
Oh damn it! Oh, okay,
don't you
I
have the
have
birthday
This is the
cake?
birthday card.
no. I have a weird obsession with every birthday themed set. I have to buy them.
Well, this one's
Well,
coming out.
you're gonna want to get this one then.
Damn it. I don't know what it
Pretty
is.
cute.
Like if it's I have like the birthday cake, I got the birthday clown, I even got that like VIP where you just spend the VIP points for the little birthday party like scene.
Do you have the birthday card? The one? I'll show it to you after the shoot.
No,
Okay,
I've never got that one.
Oh, I'll send it to you. I'll send you one. I got an next one.
Oh.
All right, but look at that rabbit. Look at that rabbit.
See, I like the tree.
Celebration Bear was like, I'm falling in love with that rabbit. I'm like,
I like everything but the rabbit.
we'll get him on the shoe.
Ooh, but I like the little rabbit design inside there. That's cool.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, look, more flowers.
Yes, more botanicals.
More flowers.
Nice.
Yeah. They're so pretty.
Mums, I guess. I'm not sure. All right, there's that.
This
brick
is
guy.
gonna be
cool.
another day one purchase for me. I mean, I like the
That's very
mechanical
cool.
aspects of the inside the head and everything, but I just think it's great to have a big
This one
thing.
is 50, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And look at that head. Look at and that
good.
dome piece. That dome piece is pretty cool.
Yeah, good stuff,
Yeah.
man. Good stuff. I'm all about it. Here, real quick. Here's another thing for macro.
Most impressive.
Macro going full tilt on donations, man. I love you. Thank you for the support.
All right, official Land Rover. There she is.
Yeah, I mean, some of them is for sure I was gonna buy this, but I'm like, I got so many vehicles in my city. This just doesn't pull me in enough to want to get it. But I imagine if you're a Land Rover fan, and especially if you got the big version, you know, you would want this.
But isn't like this, wouldn't this sort of be a big deal? Because I feel like a lot of the vehicles now aren't necessarily city sized, especially like the Speed Champions and stuff. Because I feel like a lot of them now aren't like that was like the big complaint was that like Speed Champions were like too big for cities and things like that now.
No, you
So
can fit. They fit in the lanes.
they do.
It's just they fit, but you don't really get a lot of room on the sides. You know what I mean? Like even like semis and stuff that I have, like they fit in the lanes. Generally, it's an oddball kind of vehicle that has trouble.
All right, so there's the wave of the Harry Potters.
Some good, some bad. You know, a lot of people talking about the magician shop back there. What was it, the Weasleys or something?
Yeah.
Even though there's some cool, it's a cool build in a way, and there's some neat little Easter eggs in it. But a lot of people are like, you know, if you had gotten, what was it, Diagon Alley?
Yeah, there's no point unless like I haven't checked about exclusivity of the figs, but unless you want one of those figs, there's no point in getting this set up.
It's just, it seems like a hollow build in a way for probably the price that you need to pay to get it. But you know, some people that's their thing and they want it, and you want it, you get it. The giant Patronus, I don't know. I got mixed emotions on it.
All right, that's it. That's it for the leaks. I think that was it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. So yeah, clearly a lot of leaks. Real
wow,
quick,
we're running out of time. Wow, let's do that J segment real quick.
yeah. Why don't we go ahead and pull the J segment up, get that out.
This week, we had a few new teasers and trailers drop for Ninjago Dragons Rising. In them, it was revealed that the ninja will go missing post-merge, and that Sora was originally from a different realm and meets Eren and becomes friends with him after the merge occurs. It was also revealed that Eren will learn Spinjitzu on his own without any formal ninja training, and Sora will have an elemental power connected to a baby dragon, now known to be called Ryu. From the look of the trailers, it seems that Eren and Sora will encounter Lloyd first, followed by Kai and Nia. There still hasn't been any sign of J. Cole or Zane in any of the post-merge environment, but it was revealed that the Dragons Rising will be split into 2 chapters of 10 episodes each, so it is possible we may not see J. Cole and Zane until that second chapter is aired. It is unknown at this time if that second chapter will drop later this year or sometime next year with a different wave of sets. We've also had a few new sets revealed this week. One of them is this Lloyd book with a hoverboard build, decent little build for a book. Second is this Kai vs. Raptor polybag, which I have to say is a very nice polybag for $5, 2 figs and a temple build. Always lovely to see the orange katana return. And finally, we have Nia and Eren's Baby Dragon Battle, which is a 4+ set for $30, which I think is excellent value for this set. Builds are a bit chunky, but what can you expect for a 4+ set? I do have to say that the figs look absolutely excellent, as well as that new Baby Dragon mold, and I love the new sword that the villains are getting. Well, that's it for this week's edition of the Ninjago segment. Back to our panel.
I'm Jim, just walking along, yada yada. There we go. Okay. All right, there we go.
I forgot to talk about the poll I was going to put in the chat, which I'm doing right now. So I put a poll out there saying, are you going to chill from buying Lego this summer? The reason I did that is because I personally am going to, after Chicago, I plan on just chilling out until fall. So we'll give it time, you guys. Go ahead and answer that poll. And don't forget to like the stream, and
don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed.
Yes, please like and subscribe. Also, look, all of you guys are supporting the channel right now by watching, liking, all this stuff, the replay gang, and I can't tell you from the bottom of our hearts how much we appreciate that. But if you would like to do some more, you can do so by becoming a member. You can go to our merch and to the website, buy some merch.
Yeah, you can get cool shirts like this.
There you go. There you go. Look at Jay.
Wait. We have to put you on solo.
Oh yes,
yeah.
Jumbotron.
Yeah.
And I have to say, the blue does look very good on you, Jay.
Oh, it looks great.
Yes. Or you can do a donation, whatever you feel like doing. But I just wanted to throw that out there, trying to do some marketing for the channel. So, all right, moving on. We are running out of time. So why don't do celebrations? Should we go ahead and do celebrations?
All right, let's do
I feel
something.
like we should do celebrations.
All right, let me get the long one. The long one, there's the long one. All right. Hi, I'm Khan, the producer, the guy that makes Celebration Bear alongside with Dok Sampson here. If you're easily offended, perhaps you shouldn't watch this episode of Celebrations. All right, let's celebrate this. What do we got going on here? Yeah. I'm sorry. Say what, Hive? I did what? That makes me mad. Oh, it's me. Celebrations Bear. Yeah, look, we got a new Celebrations notebook. It's pretty freaking shiny. Look at that. All right, so let's get into the celebrations. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Knock that off, cat. Okay. Hey. Welcome to Celebrations. Look, we got the new Celebrations. We got the new Celebrations notebook. We're going to use Celebrations notebook today. Yeah. All right. So let's get right to it. So it looks like they sell it. You want me to do the dead bricks thing now? No. Not yet. Hang on. All right. Okay, you let me know when we do the dead bricks thing. Okay, I will let you know. All right, so happy birthday, Reed Yeager. Yeah, looks like Reed's had a birthday. Yeah, happy birthday, Reed. All right. Look at this. We got a ton of milestones this week. I guess, the anniversaries are running hot and heavy this week. Yeah, they really are. All right, so are you ready? Are you ready for some? Ready for some anniversaries? Here we go. It looks like London Bridge Bricks, yeah, and the Brick Hive are celebrating their 4-year anniversary on the YouTube. All right, keep on making funny videos, guys. Keep on streaming. That's gonna be good. All right, and then it looks like what's this? Tech Productions, I guess, I don't know, or Planet Tech, something. Tech did something, he made 1K subscribers, he beat the Brick Mods. sorry about that, Mods, I had to mention it, well done to the Techster. Yeah, well done, Tech. Do you do dead bricks thing? No, not yet. All right, and then it looks like, we just mentioned Carrie and Ian, the Brick Mods. Yeah, they got the 1,000 subscribers onto the YouTubes. Well done to the Brick Mods. All right. Oh, look at that Greg shameless plugs for London Bridge Bricks. All right, 4K subscribers. Oh, I'm sorry, followers. 4K followers on the Instagrams. Yeah, even on the Instagrams. He's doing great on the Instagrams too. Follow him over there, everybody. Greg's cat, great guy. Okay, is that it? Is that all the? Wait a minute, there's one more anniversary. Gotta cover. The Hivester and Mrs. Hivester are celebrating their anniversary. Yeah, congratulations. You didn't think Celebrations May would forget about that. Yeah, well, since we're celebrating successful weddings and anniversaries for wedding anniversaries, did you guys hear? Santa Claire, they are decided to get married. I don't know what the wedding is, but it's coming soon. They're gonna get married. So congratulations to Santa Claire. I don't know if they do YouTube still, but congratulations anyways. All right, yeah. All right, almost ready to do the dead bricks thing. Yeah, we might do the dead bricks thing in a second. You forgot one other mother? Oh, what's this? You forgot one other anniversary. Don't forget it. Friday Nighty Bricks. 5 nights for Friday Night of Bricksies. Yes. I do. Work on that accent on the off screen, please. All right. So that's it for celebrations. Yeah. I'll get you next week, JP. Don't worry. I need thanks for next week. All right. Bye-bye. Back to you, Hafsu. All right. There you go. Shout out to Debrick.
So
that is hilarious.
I do have to mention there's a little mistake there because actually the brick bots got there first.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
They got there first.
I thought you were
by the
going to
way,
mention the snarky version of M&R. I thought you were going to mention that.
that was great.
I was
That
gonna.
great.
I thought that was maybe just something I didn't know.
By the way, thank you. Hello, Greg and Ivan. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you both.
Congrats,
and
Greg,
thank you
on all
everybody
your
for the
anniversaries.
thank you everybody out there for the kind words and happy anniversaries. We appreciate that. And Sai, what do you mean, Ryan? I didn't see.
That was a snarky Ryan. That's what Sans is.
No, just some good lighthearted humor.
Exactly.
But yes, celebrations. Remember, if you do have a celebration or a milestone you would like to have us highlight, please, message one of us or use the hashtag. Was it Good
Morning Brick World?
Yeah,
yeah. Tag us, hashtag, and nothing is too small of a celebration.
Yeah. If you made it to 100 subscribers and you're like you're so happy, like,
let's
dude, we'll celebrate it. It's not about. There's no rules. There's no you gotta have this number. No, it's about what makes you feel good, a milestone to you. You know what I mean? So yeah, let us know. All right. Okay, I think we should go ahead and
social media.
Yes, I think we should go ahead and get into social media. Yes, that's a good idea. What's the chat out there saying?
All right.
Excellent.
Let me share my screen here. Also, I do want to shout out, in case you didn't notice, I did finally pick the winners.
All right.
For the last 2 months. So those are up on Instagram.
Yeah, I saw the one.
I'm getting back in the groove. I've got stuff going, so it's better late than never. Although technically, I got the April one pretty spot on. So there you have it. So just a quick shout out, because these are some milestones that happened during today's meeting. So Jacob Nelly has been a honey level member for 3 months.
All right.
Thank you.
I will ignore his comment. That is my prerogative. We also got Cy O'Connor, who's been a member for 3 months at the honeycomb level. And he's got woohoo, good morning, Brick World, and Brick Sergeant, who's been a member for 9 months at honeycomb level. Make it rock, Hive, and panel. So thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you so much. And remember, there's different perks for that, and no matter what, you do get entered into the giveaway every month.
We got to work on more perks for those members.
I know.
Yeah.
That's not what I meant to do. I'm playing a little.
I don't mind. Hey, what's going on, everybody?
I'm playing a little bit here. Let's see here.
I feel like I'm put on the spot. Oh.
Okay. We'll go
episode 177. By the way, 77 is the year Star Wars came out. So
exactly.
Shout out to that.
Exactly. Yeah. Sorry, I thought I had one of the layouts that I made up there, but that's okay.
Oh,
all right. So yes, episode 77. And yes, I spent way too much time trying to get Good Morning Brick World to look like the Star Wars logo.
It looks good though.
So yes, with Planet Tech being our special guest, what Star Wars questions would you want us to ask him? And Tech, I really appreciate it because he reposted this as well and was like really open to having those questions. So thank you. This was something new I was trying, knowing we had a guest coming up and saying, hey, what kind of questions should we ask?
Yes.
So we've got, if you had to pick only one, Lego Star Wars or pin badges. Interesting. Let's see. I assume that has to do with Star Wars Celebration. When are you going to build an Ewok village, Mock? Want a Yaddle figure to complete Yoda and Grogu family. If there was a new Disney Plus Star Wars show, who would it be about? Let's see. Would Tech like a Star Wars Ninjago collaboration combining his two favorites? Let's see here. What year will the last Star Wars movie come out? Why did you start a second channel? And then why is Rebels your favorite piece of Star Wars content? And last one, could you see and do what you wanted at Star Wars Celebration? So these are fantastic questions, and hopefully we'll be able to get to these.
Very good questions.
With Tech here. Or,
Yeah.
Maybe he can answer those, off offline.
We did invite him, right? He is invited.
We did,
Yeah,
but if there isn't time, maybe
Yeah,
we can do
I
something
can
on
almost
Instagram.
promise you it's going to be tough trying to get, because.
Okay, I'm going to get through these. How would you rate Star Wars, Lego Star Wars 2023 so far? 10 out of 10, 4%. Pretty good so far, 62%. Hoping for stronger fall sets, 17%. And 17% are not impressed.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Are you playing Jedi Survivor? 8% say yes. 80% say no. 12% are waiting for all the issues to shake out.
They must have heard you. They're like, all right, Amberlia said no.
Best droid, 62% are wrong and said R2D2.
Right, exactly.
4% are wrong and said C3PO.
Yeah, it's Chopper. Come on.
31% are correct in actual Star Wars fans and said Chopper.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
And, I'm going to forgive the 4% that said BD1 because he's a close second.
Vote for the Chopper.
R2D2. That robot is so inconsistent. Good Lord.
All right. Best trilogy, 24% said prequel trilogy. 60% said original trilogy. 8% said the sequel trilogy.
Okay.
And then 8% said what's a trilogy?
What's a trilogy? Okay.
I like those 8%.
That was KO. KO was one of those people.
Favorite Star Wars Lego sets.
Oh,
I don't have one, but the Razor Crest or the original X-Wing that I gave away. Original UCS X-Wing.
Okay.
Ghost and Phantom duo set. I approve. Star Wars Imperial Shuttle Tridium. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Tidarium. That's I'm
Close
still
enough.
new, so I don't know what I'm
Samsonite.
on.
Close enough.
UCS Razor Crest. Anything minifigure scale from Rogue One. Nice.
Yeah.
Mose Eisley's Cantina. Rex's ATTE from Rebels.
Oh.
Nice. Republic Gunship minifig scale. First Order ATST that took guts to put on shelves. Let's see. The 9489 Rebel and Imperial Trooper Battle Pack. A-Wing. Poe Dameron's X-Wing. Ewok Village. UCS Slave 1. Jabba's Palace 2012. And UCS AT-AT, I think, from Tech.
Okay.
And what's your favorite Star Wars minifigure? We have Vader. Great mold and shows how to Legoify a character well. I love that.
Yeah.
Captain Rex. Thrawn, if I have one. That's funny. Shore Trooper minifigure.
Nice. Good shout out for the shore troopers. Nice.
Darth Revan. K2SO. Nice.
Yes.
Queen Amidala.
Yes. Queen Amidala.
Aldar Beto, first version.
Yeah.
Stormtrooper. Let's see here. General Rakin. I don't know who that one is.
He was the general on Hoth, I think.
Oh, got it. Okay. The first vertically challenged minifig, Yoda.
Okay.
Max Rebo.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. Bagel Sabine. Yes, Tech. I can't wait till that comes. Baz Malbus.
Yeah, wow. Good call.
Darth Revan, because I have one sealed. And not only was there an answer, but a flex.
Yeah.
Nice job, Richie.
Richie and I had good taste on that.
What Star Wars set are you wishing for? Razor Crest, I think, or Landspeeder. Ewok Village re-release,
Mm.
Jedi Temple or City Planet,
Yeah.
UCS Mon Calamari
Very
Star
nice.
Cruiser, an X-Wing or Y-Wing, Darth Vader's TIE, UCS Nebulon B
Wow.
Frigate, the Ghost UCS, yes. That will also suffice for now. Yes, I agree. UCS Falcon, a Star Tours set. Actually, that would be kind of hilarious. I'd love that. Home One, Christmas X-Wing, UCS Camino. Okay. A new minifigure scale Star Destroyer or Imperial Shuttle. And that is all of it.
I want to add one to that real quick. One that I thought of a couple days ago was I want to see a UCS U-Wing. That would be freaking fantastic. All right, everybody. Without further ado, let us join in with our special guest, Planet Tech Productions. I should have my sound effects button out, but I'm slacking right now.
So good. How are you doing?
Good. How are you, my friend?
Very, very well, thank you. Very good. You managed to rattle through all those sets in like record time and still gave everyone like enough so like hats off to you guys for that one.
Yeah, that's all the crew right there, man. I'll tell you what, they really know how to present things very well. But yeah, I will admit that went very good, speed amount of time, and we seem to have got through stuff pretty thoroughly for what we could do. So even the Instagram social media stuff, man, that was
I know, and I asked the most questions I think I've ever asked. I cannot stop coming up with them.
I want to also say
all the responses.
Amberlia, when you punch up comedy, you do it very well. I loved in the polls when you're like 60 whatever % were wrong and said R2D2.
Yes, exactly. I agree.
So Tech, look, I want us to start off with the guest, the subscriber and stuff, their questions, that they had for you. But first, I just wanted to get real quick, without going too deep into it. Like, how did you get involved with Star Wars? Not Lego Star Wars, just Star Wars.
Just Star Wars. I think I was first introduced. I was thinking about this the other day, but I don't think I saw Phantom Menace in the cinema. I think me and my brother had it on cassette. Oh, not cassette, VHS. And I remember watching that a lot. And then I think we got the box set of the original trilogy somewhere between Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones coming out. I, as a child, found it really hard to get into the original trilogy because seeing the Phantom Menace and seeing like the CGI and like that being my introduction, then going back in time to this like just visually a lot darker, not as like crisp, obviously, because of the time, and I was like 7 and I couldn't quite understand that concept. But like,
and the slower duels too.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't as intense. So never really got into the original trilogy until a lot later. Then saw Attack of the Clones at the cinema, and then Revenge of the Sith, and that was when I was like proper into it. My mum is like a toy completionist, so I can blame my like obsessive compulsive buying habits on her. Because she buy, like, I've got 2 brothers, one older, one younger, and we would have like we had at one point like all of the Harry Potter sets from the first like 5 years or whatever it was. We had so much Star Wars Lego and stuff accumulated over the years. And then in 2008, when the Clone Wars movie came out, was when I like properly got back into it, started my YouTube channel and stuff. And then that's when like Lego and Star Wars has always been like very strongly intertwined. Like when I've been most into Lego, I've also been most into Star Wars and vice versa. So and then obviously pandemic got me right back into it again. And then here I am.
Awesome. I Star Wars is interesting like that, where generally you either get into it or you don't. Even casual fans still get into it, like Mrs. Hive. She's a hardcore casual fan. You know what I mean? She don't know anywhere near any kind of lore that we would know, but she knows characters. She loves some of the stuff. She doesn't really care for some other stuff, but she loves Star Wars. And I feel like once you watch any Star Wars, any movie in any timeline, pretty much you're either going to be like, yeah, I really like this, and start diving further into it, or you're just gonna be like, it's not my cup of tea, you know.
Yeah.
So Amberlia, I was curious, do you still have those questions handy from the subscribers
They
at
asked
all?
test.
I do.
So, Tech, what
actually.
was your favorite movie from the latest trilogy? What was your favorite?
Oh,
Did you
man,
have one?
Doc,
Did you like any of
And
them?
look,
Did you
we don't
like
have to get
any of
anything
them?
crazy.
You-
Just, what do you think
you-
is the best out of
Just-
the three?
yeah, what's your favorite? What's your
You've
favorite?
set me up here, Doc, because like I feel like Hive might kick me out in a second.
No, no.
I like The Last Jedi the most.
Kick him,
now.
kick him, kick him, kick him. Just
Stop
kick
it.
him.
Stop
kick
it.
him.
Okay,
look-
so I want to say, like, before I became a Star Wars fan, I actually really loved The Last Jedi. I
Mhm.
really did. Then as I started to actually become a Star Wars fan, I started to see like the issue with the whole thing.
Mhm.
I still, to this day, though, I would say that if you took The Last Jedi out of Star Wars and you took it as a whole, as a movie in and of itself from something else, I think it's really well done.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
I
think
agree
it's
with
got
that.
some really interesting story. You know, I think you know, I mean, I love the whole visuals of the scene.
Yeah.
You know, where you've got, and I don't know the names of the planets. I'm still learning things.
Mhm.
But you know, where you've got like that white with the red underneath and all the
Great,
fighting and
great,
stuff. It's
yeah.
really cool. So if you take that alone, I still think that's a great movie.
Mhm.
But yeah, when you put it into the Star Wars lore, I got a
Mhm.
little, yeah.
That's
The,
Yeah.
the only thing I didn't like was the Mary Poppins moment with Princess
Well, okay,
Leia.
yes.
Other than
Yeah,
that, I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
the rest of it was fine. The rest of it was
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, I'm with Danny. I think The Force Awakens is mine.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
You know, because I won't lie, there a lot of people have some criticism about it, and I think there are some within it, but I thought it was a perfect opening to another.
Yeah.
We're being reintroduced to Star Wars again. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
thought Rey was an awesome character in Force Awakens. The concept I thought they would do with Finn, like a stormtrooper that got pulled out of that, like that is such an interesting story. Poe Dameron, the swashbuckling Han
Mhm.
Solo type, man. Like, I love BB-8. I loved Kylo Ren. Even the First Order,
Mhm.
they seem very menacing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and it's scary. You know.
Yeah.
So I thought there's a lot of stuff that was set up that we definitely, you know, should have gotten a little more of. But yeah, yeah, it was all kind of crazy from there. But let's before we get into any of our own questions, like I said, let's get a viewer question to Tech and see what he says. Doesn't matter. You can just pick anyone, Amberlia, if you want.
Pick any one of them.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So let's see here. There was a question. Why did you start a second channel?
Yeah.
So, like I mentioned earlier, I started my tech productions channel, which was actually called Lego Cody Rex 67. And
Wow.
with a slight lisp that I realized got quite hard to say. And so, yeah, I started that, and then that was in like 2009, and then I think my last video I was posting like very sporadically up until about like 2014, and then there was like a big jump, like a 6-year jump from when I then got back into it. I started posting again, and I was just like looking around at other channels. I was like not really posting on tech productions, but I was really going hard back into Star Wars. And I was just seeing channels that were like very, like they picked a very specific thing or a very specific theme and like concentrated on that and like focused content around that. I was watching like SW Bricks and Figs and like Not That Sam Smith, and I'm lucky to become very good friends with now, but they were just doing like Star Wars content. They were doing quite well out of it. And so I kind of wanted to get involved with that. And there's like the whole like YouTube side of things. If you've got like a channel that hasn't done well for so long, or just like, so sometimes it is just best to start fresh. If you've got like a big surge in motivation. So yeah, that's why I started again, really.
All right. Hey, you know, I mean, there's definitely a lot of different reasons why people do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Should we go ahead and get another viewer question out?
Yeah, do another viewer question. But I want to hear
Yeah.
that original name of your channel again one more time. What was it again?
Lego Cody Rex 67. My two favorite clone troopers that I
Cody
had
Rex,
as many
okay.
figures as my little logo. So
I feel like it's
Cody-
just the 67
Cody
at the end that throws me off.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, what were those last two numbers again? But yeah, let's go ahead and get another viewer question.
Okay. If there was to be a new Disney Plus Star Wars show, who would it be about?
This might be a bit of a cop-out answer, only because it's like very heavily rumored to be in the works, but I was a massive fan of Donald Glover as Lando
Love
Calrissian,
Mm.
and so I would love to see more of that.
And he really played Lando well.
He really like
he nailed Lando.
Yeah, I prefer him as Lando than Billy D. Williams, which is another hot take, I'm sure. But
well, I mean, clearly they had to do something because of the age differences. And
Yeah.
But because even in the original trilogy, Lando wasn't like a spring chicken. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
no.
So
and he didn't have a massive role. Like I feel like we got more Lando. We got to see more of Lando's character in Solo than we probably did.
I feel like if they would have continued something like a timeline pretty similar right after Return of the Jedi, like we would have seen way more of Lando because especially what happened in Return of the Jedi and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And Donald Glover is fabulous. I mean, I am one of his biggest fans. Love him.
So talented.
Yeah, definitely.
His music, Childish Gambino, good as well.
Yep. We can't play anything on Good Morning Brick World, but I highly recommend it. If you are
but it's
old enough to listen to it.
Yeah, this is America. This is America.
This is America. Yes. So, all right, I want to deviate real quick from a viewer question because I am curious. This is really important to me to know from a younger generation. Is okay. So you grew up with the prequels, and this is something like Jay is similar with as well as a lot of people out there in the chat. Now, I would say Amberlia, Doc, and I were probably more of the original trilogy generation. And I feel like the prequel generation is getting old enough now that their presence is becoming stronger and stronger. And I'm not saying that anybody's better than the other or whatever. We can always have like fun internal debates about stuff. But I just feel like they need to be represented now probably more than the OG trilogy. And then like another 20 years, then it's going to be the sequel kids that grew up with the sequels. You know what I mean? Like, and then us OG fans are gonna be like, you whippersnappers. And then like you guys are gonna be like, nah, my day, when I was a kid, So
before he answers that, I am going to share my screen really fast because I think that this is relevant to the conversation we're about to have.
Yes. Life cycle of angry Star Wars nerd reaction to new films.
Yes.
Which is, I'm curious to see, also in another 20 years, how we will feel towards the sequel trilogy. I personally think we're still going to feel kind of similar to the way we feel. And I don't say it in a biased way. I just feel like because a lot of the stuff we had criticism because the prequels were really about like special effects. And just nobody around Lucas was like, hey, like don't do that or tone it down or whatever. But Lucas had a cohesive storyline written. And maybe some people didn't like the more slower aspects of like the Senate stuff, but it still was very integral in setting up how Palpatine rose to power. And I feel like we needed that. If you wouldn't have had that and then had the end scene when they tried to arrest Palpatine, that wouldn't have had the same impact because you've been watching for years now all the stuff all the way back from Naboo to then. You know what I mean? So back to the whole thing is, what do you think about like the whole presence of the prequel generation now? Because do you think that do you feel Lego, I know this year's been a little different, but do you feel like Lego hasn't been really representing the prequel fans the way they should?
I think up until the last year or two, maybe there's not been enough representation on, and I don't know. We don't know how much creative freedom is given to the designers in terms of like what sets they go back and work on, because they'll have like an allotted amount of sets to work on new projects and stuff, but they're constantly going back on other things, and we don't know like how many, who decides whether that's split up. From past, you would look at it and go, Lego probably do have a good say in what they decide to do. So I think maybe the problem would be that there's not actually been enough of like my generation or like the prequel generation in the design teams. It seems like quite an older design team. So maybe that's why I can quite empathize that like the older guys trying to spending hours and hours and hours a day on a project that they're not that invested in personally, you might not get the best results, and maybe that's why some prequel sets have dropped the bar, and then maybe that's people higher up at Lego that need to have a look and go, right, maybe we do need to bring in some younger people that are passionate and like cover more aspects of Star Wars. I don't know.
I mean, and the reason why I feel like it's kind of relevant with Lego is and again, this is a debate we could all have about, like, is the original trilogy still like the thing that is going to pull in people to buy Lego Star Wars stuff? I think that's really irrelevant at this point in time anymore. Yes, as an X-Wing more familiar than the Venator, yeah, of course. But I think anybody that is a Star Wars fan, whether they're casual or hardcore, if they see a Venator, even if they don't know exactly where it came from, if they like that ship, they like that ship. They're going to buy it. A Lego fan that likes Star Wars is going to buy it, You know what I mean? So and again, it goes back again to this generation of prequel fans now, man. They're adults, dude. A lot of you are graduating college already and stuff. You know, like, you know, you're like you walking down an aisle. Eventually, you're going to get sick of seeing X-Wings, even if you like them.
They
you want to
have
see stuff
disposable income,
right? You want your nostalgia.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I just feel like, yes, Lego's doing a little bit better with it, even though we could debate on Lego Star Wars and some of the stuff they do or whatever. But yeah, I just found it very interesting. You know what I mean?
I think in general, like in the general like Star Wars sense, though, there's a lot of people that now appreciate the prequels a lot more because of the content like the Clone Wars that we've had that have really helped out the story. And that's what I think I'm most fascinated by. Because like you said, Hive, the prequels, there's like a lot of objective things about like why people didn't like it. But like you said, there is a very cohesive story. They had a start point. They knew where they had to get to. And so that one wasn't so clear in the sequel. So it will be interesting, like how much extra content they put around the sequel era, and what they do. It'll be interesting to see in this new Rey film if they bring Finn back, try and make him a Jedi, go off what J.J. Abrams was like hinting at in Force Awakens and stuff. And yeah, just kind of see how they build the world around that, because other than like a few very niche like comics and novels, I don't think there's Resistance, I guess. There's not been too much like world building around the sequels. So it will be interesting to see as they, and like Mando is pushing in that direction as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they tie that all in and how that then changes people's opinions, if it does, on the sequels. So it's interesting that you brought up like Clone Wars and its effect on the prequels, because I will say that's I'm in that camp where I remember when the prequels came out, I remember going to the theater and seeing them, and I enjoyed the first one. Again, still not like what you'd call a Star Wars fan. It was more like I was completely aware of Star Wars and knew who all the characters were, but like wasn't like what I would consider a fan. And then like I did see like the second movie, and I was like, I don't like this, you know, this isn't for me. And I mean, there are some very problematic things in the second movie that won't change no matter how many years go by. But when I watched Clone Wars, which was like, I think like a year ago is when I started, when I watched that, I finished that with, number one, really appreciating all the political stuff that was happening and understanding like how that played into basically the downfall of the Republic. And I ended up when like right before, like towards the end where, you know, like Anakin's going to turn, like my daughter and I paused and we got really upset. We're like, no, Anakin, don't do this. We became really attached to Anakin through that story. So for me, now those prequels do have a far more sentimental feeling because I have more of an attachment to those characters. Yeah,
the Clone Wars also really highlighted just how badly the clones were treated and used as like cannon fodder, man. Even with the Jedi, dude. If you really watch the Clone Wars, like, and really pay attention to it, you know what I mean? Even the Jedi don't don't get me wrong. There's good, tight relationships with like Rex, Cody, you know, with certain links. But dude, a lot of times, man, the Jedi, man, they just be going in a battle, just jumping over a cliff and just expecting all these clone troopers, man, to just follow them right into war. And it's like, look, we don't have the Force, man. You know what I mean? Like, we can't jump over this, whatever. So there was a lot of respect and friendship amongst the Jedi and the clones, but the clones, man, they were just thrown to just be sacrificed, you know. And I get in war, you know what I mean? Like, okay, you're a soldier and blah blah blah, but there's just a lot of situations I'm like, they really could have done that better. And on top of that, there was even other deeper things going on with a lot of the clones. Like there was one I remember I want to say earlier in the seasons where he was taking droid parts and like wearing it, kind of like how they did in like Nam and stuff. Like, like some of them started going crazy. Some of them were scared. They didn't want to go to war anymore. Like there was a lot of interesting things that they touched upon.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
I appreciated that very much. Real quick, I wanted to say I appreciated. Yes, King. Tech. Who would win in a fight, Grogu, Chopper, or Doc?
Oh, my money is on Chopper every day of the week.
Chopper, 100. 100. Come on now.
I'm surprised nobody's saying Grogu because of the Force, but the whole Force thing with Grogu is a little odd because there's times when it seems like he could do some stuff, and then there's other times he seems like he doesn't do stuff.
It depends if he's had his afternoon nap or not.
Well, the most obvious thing that came to me was, by the way, spoilers, everybody, for anything Star Wars. So just let you know.
Just FYI.
Too late.
But at the end, when he was fighting the Praetorian Guards, you think that he definitely could have just made work of them, you know, with the Force. But it seemed like it was a struggle. I don't know. That's a whole nother thing. And I know we don't have a lot of time, but I wanted to give Amberlia the floor for at least a couple minutes, if she wanted to. She's had something that something's been bugging her.
We're gonna talk about parkour.
Well, real quick, by the way, hello, Firebird Bricks.
Hey, good morning.
No. Okay. Mandalorian, right? Season 3. There's a lot of controversy, a lot of stuff. I do want to say, like, I enjoyed it. I can absolutely see where there was a lot of meddling. I can see where they had to get around certain story elements that maybe weren't originally there. So I can appreciate that. I can appreciate what it ended up becoming. But I 100% agree that the Darksaber needed to be destroyed. I think it did. I think it was cursed. I think the fact that there were so many videos going on about like who actually has this, who should really have it. In fact, I saw a hilarious meme where someone was like, you know, I'm getting my Darksaber mailed to me from like UPS. Do I have to fight him for it when it comes in order to actually own it? So there's all that stuff. But the fact that Gideon just crushed this, I mean, I'm not even sure how many years old lightsaber that like just crushed it out of nowhere. Really? I mean, come on now.
I am absolutely with you. I agree. I think there was a lot of weight put on this relic of a culture that's had so many problems and was clearly cursed. It would have been so much better symbolically if Bo-Katan had taken it and like, we don't need this to I think it would have had so much more weight and so much more power. But now Moff Gideon in this suit that's got like loads of gaps can just like squeeze it with his hand. I just that really didn't.
I think it was in the book of Boba Fett. I think Mando said it's of a quality of Beskar I have not seen. Something along those lines. And then it can be crushed.
Yeah, it's just like all this time someone could have just crushed it.
Not to mention, let's not forget, Bo was holding the thing, so her freaking hand would have been like mush.
Well, and the other thing too is like, if they wanted it destroyed, I would have preferred it to have been on like her terms, where like maybe in the battle, in order to defeat Moff Gideon, she had to like kind of sacrifice the blade, like drive it in, and like maybe the Beskar gets kind of like messed up, or the kyber crystal gets broken as like she's, you know, because lightsabers do break. I mean, that's a thing in Star Wars, you know. But again, we're talking about like the Beskar hilt and just crushed it.
For me, the whole thing with season 3, and I know this has become like almost a meme at this point, was first of all was Grogu. As far as I know, Favreau, the biggest thing is, look, at the end of season 2 of Mandalorian, like I know I'm not the only one. We're in tears, man. Tears because one, you see Luke. All right. We got to see Luke in the way we wanted to see Luke so badly for so long. Right. We got to see that. That enough, man, had me in tears. Right. Then watching him in action and everything, like, oh my. But when Dan took off his helmet, dude, in that moment when he said goodbye to Grogu and how emotional it was, and then we saw Luke take Grogu, like this whole freaking thing, dude, was a perfect ending. Like all this stuff you built up to, you know what I mean? Like you tried to find a home for him, to his people. You did it. You found a Jedi. Jedi took him. Perfect. I couldn't even think of anything more perfect than the way they ended, man. And then what they do? Then they took that crappy show, Book of Boba Fett, man, and made freaking Grogu come back. Come back.
Let it all out, buddy. Let it all out.
So, I mean, and look, I don't know if this is 100% true or not, but from what I've heard, that was Kathleen Kennedy's choice, man. She wanted Grogu to come back. And I just feel like that really threw everything off. I don't have a big issue with Bo being the center of attention, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like a lot of other people do. I love Bo. I think it's time maybe even to be. I would have rather seen Bo and Mando like just have like a team up kind of thing, and not even Grogu or whatever.
That would have been great.
And find Mandalore together, man, and do your thing.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Okay, I do have to say though, they were stuck with Grogu. There are some fabulous scenes though that come out of that. I'm sorry. I love him in like the IG.
Yeah.
Yes. No. I mean, there are some hilariously funny scenes. So I appreciate that.
Nah, I agree. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I've seen like concept art of like Grogu in like Mandalorian armor, holding the lightsaber. Like that stuff looks awesome. I'd love to see Grogu be like a Mandalorian Jedi type thing. You know what I mean? Also, I don't want to forget this too. So Danny Phantoms posted something on Instagram, and I have never seen anybody else post anything about this. So I'm going to put myself on the big screen. I'm going to show you guys something. In Rebels Season 4, A World Between Worlds, there's an episode right behind Sabine. You see who's in the middle of that picture?
Is that Stitch?
It looks
they
like
bringing Stitch into the Star Wars universe.
But everybody's saying that's Grogu, Bo, and Din when the explosion. You see like the person in the explosion up there and with the horns on the helmet.
Oh my gosh.
So is that coincidental, or did he plant something way ahead of time? Right.
Oh, Dave Filoni's a smart man.
He is, dude. And look, even though I know people going to hate me saying this, I think he's a little Ahsoka happy. You know what I mean? I think it's time to, kind of do some other things, whatever. But that you can't deny that man loves Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like he is a fan, and that's generally what we love. It doesn't mean you have to be a fan to work on the source material. It's fine if you're not, but you at least need to respect it and treat it with care. You know what I mean? So, yeah, shout out Danny Phantoms. Thank you for. I saw that. I was like, what the? It's like that is amazing, dude. Like, holy cow. Do Mandalorians keep their helmets on when they cuddle? Well,
that was hinted at in episode 6 of The Mandalorian. You know, the heist one where they go and break the Twi'lek guy out of the New Republic ship. The Twi'lek girl insinuated that her and Mando had a little thing, and he kept his helmet on. So, there's your.
I mean, he would have to, I guess.
Yeah, that is the way.
Well, it's because she's not a Mandalorian, but if you're with another Mandalorian, you can take your hat off.
I would imagine. Well,
that's the only time you can.
No.
Wait a minute. No, because then when they eat together, they would all just sit there and eat together.
Yeah, they go off to their own little place. Yeah, nobody can see it.
They have said when you are a bonded, mated couple, you can take your hat off when you are alone. When it is just you.
It's a couple,
Got it. Okay.
I covered this on my Mandalorian React show.
Whoops. Sorry about that. I hit a button on the keyboard. All right. Yeah.
All right, so I had a couple questions for Tech.
Yes.
First is phase 1 or phase 2 clones, and second is favorite clone design.
Phase 2, I think. If we're talking Lego figures, though, phase 1, because I'm not sure about this like hybrid thing that they've got going on. Definitely phase 1 in Lego, but I think phase 2. And I really like the Galactic Marines. I really, really like the dark red that they've got going on. I think that would be that's like my favorite kind of design. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, those guys are cool. Hopefully one day we get them.
Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed.
Let's get another question from one of the viewers. If you would not mind.
Sure. Why is Rebels your favorite piece of Star Wars content?
Because it's the best. That's why.
I mean, it is. It's very consistent.
I gotta say, I think it is too. Honestly,
it's very consistent. I answered one of Greg asked in the chat earlier. Like, did you get into Rebels straight away, or was it something that you got? I was really bitter when Rebels came out because I was like hardcore Clone Wars fan. It was the thing that Disney had done. They canceled season 6 of the Clone Wars halfway through.
Yeah,
they only released
right.
like half of it, and then they started going forward with Rebels. And even watching some interviews from Dave Filoni when he was like initially talking about Rebels, you could tell he was kind of very disappointed that he didn't get to round off the Clone Wars how he wanted to. So anyway, I was really bitter about it. I did go to Celebration in 2017 when it came to the UK, and I saw they previewed, I think, the first 2 episodes of season 2, and I was on the panel. I was like in the room for the panel, and I watched like the first episode and a half. But it was like the last day, and I was like, I'm tired. I'm going home, and it was okay. But I actually got into it after season 4 had aired, and I just kind of binge watched it, and I was like, oh, do you know what? This is actually like a really cool crew of people. And I think, the first 2 seasons are very I guess more aimed at kids, but it was a Disney introduction to Star Wars. It was always going to be. But I think what season 1 and season 2 do very, very well, which I've really struggled to see in Star Wars since, is they've established like a really good group of people that all have like, there's 5 or 6 characters amongst the Ghost crew, plus you get extras like Rex and Ahsoka come in, and they've all got such different dynamics with each other, and it's so interesting, and you see them go through. You can focus on one of those characters amongst the episode, and you get to know them really well, and by the end you can see why when events happen, like the emotional weight of it is there. It's not just like, oh, these guys are banded together and then like, oh, one's gone. Like, so you're invested in it. And yes, the first 2 seasons are arguably quite slow, but I think the payoff is very much worth it when you get to like season 3 and 4. So that's why I like,
especially
since all that setup was required. It was required.
Yeah.
They had to do it. They had to.
And they do it so well where it's so Star Wars, but you get these different flavors of characters and personalities. And one, that is also why I think it was a big draw, because of all those different personalities, you know what I mean? But 2, you've got a home, which is the Ghost, but they do a lot of world exploring and different adventures and different things that they do. And you get to see a lot of Star Wars in, you know, the worlds and stuff in that show. I thought it was amazing.
We get Hondo.
Hondo is fantastic.
I want to see him live action.
Yeah.
You know, I also really appreciated like a little bit more of the mysticism of like the Jedi and stuff in this one. And you know, really kind of understanding like that the Force is this thing that exists in the world. It's not just something that like Jedi and, you know, Sith and stuff can tap into, and how, you know, because there'll always be like, oh, you know, may the Force be with you, blah, blah, blah. But like in this case, you really felt like the Force was guiding. Like there was that whole like you could see when someone said may the Force, like it is with you in certain, I don't want to spoil too much for Rebels, but there is that whole storyline that happens that really I loved that dive into the kind of the magic behind it.
Yeah, I agree.
So if you haven't watched Rebels, go watch it, especially before Ahsoka, because I think it is actually going to be quite.
Yeah, you definitely
beneficial for
should. Because if you watch Ahsoka, I'm sure there'll be some explaining, but you're not probably going to understand certain characters or what obviously knowing the past really helps you out understand.
I think I caught a quick interview with Dave Filoni the other day, and he said that watch season 4 and then you'll have enough of the history on the characters, but you'll probably get hooked by season 4 that you'll go and watch the first 3 anyway. So
you'll want more. You'll be like, I need to know how I got that way.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious about something too. I wanted your take on something. We're getting closer to time now, but so they mentioned at Celebrations, which you were there, which is a whole nother thing we could get into, but yes. I'm curious what you think, because they mentioned the future movies. And the one about in the past with the First Jedi, I think is pretty cool. I think that's gonna be awesome. The one that Filoni's gonna do, it's gonna wrap up, Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, and I forget what else. But that's gonna be cool in its own right, because I'm sure he'll do a good job of wrapping stuff up like that. I'm also very curious what he's even gonna do with Thrawn compared to. We still have the First Order ahead of that, so it's very odd. But then there's this whole thing going on with this new trilogy involving Rey. I don't think it's a good idea. I know other people have different opinions about that.
I don't think it's I don't think it's a trilogy. I think it's a standalone movie.
Right.
Yeah, there's just 3 movies.
They announced 3 movies.
Maybe that's where I was misunderstanding then, because I thought that would be the new trilogy, like they always do with the trilogy.
So it's not essentially episode.
Well, that's interesting.
It's standalone.
Well, then I guess it kind of changes my question a little bit, because I thought a trilogy is much bigger of an event than just a movie. So I don't know. What do you think about all 3 of them? I mean, you think you're cool with them, or?
I'm excited that Dave Filoni's debut is going to be rounding off what is clearly going to be a lot of the Ahsoka stuff that he was a part of. Maybe this is where we actually say goodbye to Ahsoka, which is like quite a
I'm sure it's going to be. I'm sure it's going to be an emotional movie.
Although the other thing, like, quick side note, Rosario Dawson did say, I watch a lot of the cast interviews. Can you tell? Rosario Dawson has said, like, if you like this show, like, support it, kind of, because we could do a season 2. So there's obviously this. I'd be interested to know about this Filoni film, like, if it's really is in like the immediate future, because we've still got like Skeleton Crew has got a season. We've got Ahsoka, the potential for Ahsoka season 2, Mando 4. Like, I think they've announced this so that they can announce some shows, and then they know that that is going to be the end point for this thing. I don't expect the Filoni film to be any time soon. The Jedi one, going back, I think is really interesting. It's just completely away from this timeline, which is just gonna, I hope is going to be very refreshing. And it's a concept that I'm sure has been discussed in Legends and comics and stuff loads, and I don't really keep up with that stuff, but it's actually quite like an interesting. I think when it was announced, a lot of people that weren't like hardcore into the comics and stuff, like, oh, that's actually like quite a good question that would be nice to know some answers to. So that one interests me. And the Rey film, again, they've got to go forward, right? Because we can't keep going back where we know where the end point is. Otherwise, it's a lot harder to make things exciting if you know where certain characters' endpoints are, or where we're going to pick up with them after that story is being told. So I'm glad that they're starting to go forward. Whether Rey is a central character to this, or whether she's just kind of like the person that's created this order, and we get a whole string of new characters, and she's kind of more like, I'm not comparing her to Yoda, but if she's more of like a figurehead of this new organization, and we see new characters and they breed it in that way, because I honestly think with the reception that Rey had, unwarranted, a lot of it, I do admit, but I think it would be an odd choice for them to go and market a film completely around her based on.
I think they're going to, only because the first script had Rey at like, I don't know, 80 years old or something. It was like 60 years in the future.
Oh, okay.
And again, this is just from what I read, is Kathleen Kennedy kicked that writer out and had him rewrite it to where it more focuses on her at a younger age. I think
it's like
teaching
15 years
after.
after.
Basically setting up
after.
she's going to be doing what Luke, I guess, did and then didn't do is
what Luke was supposed to be doing during the sequel trilogy.
Right.
Right.
Succeed where he failed.
So I think that's really what and it probably is going to be setting up like a whole new Jedi Order, which I get, you know what I mean? Because then you have at least a springboard to make even more future type shows. And I'm not talking about just like the next month, but like years into the future type stuff. So it's a good idea in essence. I guess at this point, if that is what you're going to go with, you got to use Rey. I mean,
Right. Well, hopefully she falls to the dark side and becomes that dark Rey that we saw in the mirror.
And I do want to emphasize to everybody, like, I don't hate Rey, and I loved her character in The Force Awakens. I just feel the direction they took her in and the things that they like. Look, with the Empire Strikes Back, we got to see Luke train with Yoda, not for 5 minutes, but like for a good while in that movie. And we also saw Luke fail. We saw Luke teach, or Yoda teach him stuff and all that. We didn't really get to see that kind of stuff with Rey. So for her being so OP, even if you want to say, oh, she's a Palpatine, yeah, so what? I mean, we still need, just like with Luke, when you transition a character from one of the most optimistic characters in the universe to whatever the heck he was in The Last Jedi, without context, just from one movie to the next, and we don't see any kind of transition, that's gonna not rub people the right way that see that dude as a hero that changed their life as a growing up. But that being said, I feel bad for Daisy Ridley, even though she's going right back into it.
Right. He's like, I'll take more abuse.
As far as I know, I can't think of his name right off the top of my head, but Finn is the same way. I've heard that he's probably going to be in the movie too. So
John Boyega.
John Boyega.
Who played Poe Dameron? Oscar Isaac. They were very much like they come out of episode 9. They were like, we're not touching Star Wars again. But recently, they're like, oh well, maybe if.
And look, us Star Wars fans, a lot of us we're eccentric. And they got a lot of hate that they definitely shouldn't have. I mean, dude, the person I think of the most is Jar Jar. The guy that played Jar Jar.
Ahmed Best.
Ahmed Best. I'm so glad, man.
He came back as a Jedi Master,
dude. I stood up and clapped when I was watching that episode, man. I was like, good on him, man. He deserves that, dude.
Yeah.
And now, at least and again, good on the prequel fans. Like, you guys grew up and, at least you loved, the everything about it, you know what I mean? And showed not just him, but Anakin Skywalker, Hayden Christensen's another one, man. He got ripped on so much, dude. When
I gave him acting, right? Like that was.
But I don't understand. It's just the script that he had.
Exactly.
Dude.
I'm just reading the lines.
I don't think his scenes were acted badly necessarily. I mean, he was in a cult for 10 years, and then all of a sudden was sent off alone with the senator that he liked.
And look, George Lucas,
was he really going to act normal?
Yeah, George Lucas can he's a visionary when it comes to sci-fi and all that, but he's not the best when it comes to dialogue and script, especially with emotional type stuff.
No, that's
like, you watch the season of that day, and I'm like, man, you got to learn some swag.
you need some riz, boy.
You know what though? You have to appreciate though all the memes that have come from that movie.
And I mean,
there's some amazing ones.
There are, and I will. If you go back with a Gen Z head on you and go and watch the original trilogy, there is some fantastic memeable content, specifically some Han Solo quotes and Princess Leia quotes that are fantastic. I don't understand how they haven't been blown up in memes. But
by the way, Sai, good morning. Simon, good morning. Thank you for being here. Let's get one more question, and then we'll wrap everything up. Ivan says, Tech, what was your first Lego Star Wars set that you remember?
Oh my days. I don't even know if it was mine, but my brother and me had our birthdays are 9 days apart, so we used to have a lot of joint birthday presents. And at one party, we got the 1999 or 2000 Desert Skiff. That's the one that that's the earliest one I can think I remember having. The one that got me hardcore back into Lego, we went to Legoland in 2009, around the same time the Clone Wars movie came out, and I bought the 2007 Sith Infiltrator, the Darth Maul one. So I've still got that one. Like that one. That one is like the one that I hold my first set to, because I like remember like actually buying it and things like that. We had Lego before that and stuff, but that's the one that I like attribute to my
There's always a set that stands out. That I get it. Good one though. Good one. All right, everybody, listen. I see the comments wanting us to go another hour. I'm sorry, it's not that kind of show.
We're gonna have to have him back. We're just gonna have to do a second Star Wars.
Yes,
we're gonna have to ask him back. It's that simple.
Absolutely.
We'll definitely have Tech back on. No doubt.
We could when the UCS or the Ghost is announced.
Yeah.
That would be a good time. Yes.
Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
That
weekend free.
So thank you, Tech, for
thank
you for having me, guys. It's been great.
I know. And dude, we could literally easily fill up 2 more hours.
Oh, we could keep going for days.
But I'm sure we can go all day. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. So before we end the show, let's go down the panel. And Tech, is there anything you want to shout out, man? Promote or anything like that?
Actually, in about an hour, I am premiering a video on Planet Tech. So
yes, that thumbnail.
So people see the thumbnail. I think it's my best thumbnail ever.
It is, dude.
Sure how I'm going to top it. But it's basically I have a Lego Star Wars foil pack problem, because I've opened like most of them, but I've got a real problem with these foil packs, and I was like hunting for the 212 ones a little while ago. So that video is premiering in about an hour. And then on Tuesday, I think, is like my kind of new stream day, 8 p.m. UK time. So come catch me on Planet Tech and come hang out. It's always a good time.
Yes, and the link to Tech's channel is in the description. And you definitely need to, at least if you don't have time or something, at least go look at his thumbnail. It is the best thumbnail I've ever seen in a long time. So yes, awesome, kudos. Oh, by the way, hello, Whiskey 488. What's up, Wayne? How you doing, man? Good morning. Amberlia, would you like to promote anything or shout anything out?
Sure. I'm trying something new. I'm trying to solo us when people are doing their stuff. Tuesday I stream as well. Tuesday nights, actually 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So I will be doing that. I am still working on my brickheads for Chicago. I've got Hive and TJ done, and mostly have Doc done, although Doc has to have gloves because I just can't get the pink hands for him. And I'm working on designing mine, so we'll see how that works out. Also, the Instagram, of course, our Good Morning Brick World Instagram. And as we said before, any type of a celebration, I personally think the ones that are like, I got 100 followers or I got to 250, those are very important, and we want to celebrate those. So please share. Also, we want to see from our community, like if you have amazing mocks or things that you've posted, tag us, put the Good Morning Brick World hashtag on there so that we can share them with everybody as well, because we want to support and promote the community. So don't forget about that too.
Sweet. Awesome. How about you, Jay? TitaniumJay?
Let's see. Lub unfortunately didn't happen this past week because it got canceled because Julian was sick, but hopefully it'll be back on this week. That's Wednesday nights. The DC show with Khan, the producer, on Thursday nights, and Friday Night Bricks on Friday nights. We just had the 5-year anniversary of Friday Night Bricks. And that's it. Good Morning Brick World as well.
Also, I don't think that we did your segment.
No, we did.
We did?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah, I guess we did.
Right at the hour. Right at the hour.
Yeah, just, I don't know.
You think I would let us go without playing Jay's segment?
It's not Good Morning Brick World without it.
I agree. I will say, though, we did pretty good on time with stuff, even though, again, there's a billion things we could have discussed more with Star Wars, but that's just, we knew that was going to be.
Oh, yeah, and if the Ninjago set images come out this week, I'll probably make a video on those.
All right.
Right on. I saw a couple of new people jump out there. Nerd Brick and SD Bricks. Thank you guys for joining us. Good morning. Doc, would you like to shout anything out? Or
Well, my watch and react show on Wednesday at 7 o'clock, and then of course, the DC show with Jay. Yeah. And I couldn't believe Hive, you were all like, what is playing DC wise? Get out of here. Get out of here. Why do you be like that?
Sorry, I know there is some actually pretty good DC shows. Something they are killing Marvel on, as a matter of fact.
Oh yeah.
I mean, even when Marvel had like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. out, like I really liked Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I don't think it compares anything to the DC shows.
For the most part. Else. That Titans, I love it. Have you seen it yet, Jay?
I haven't yet.
You're going to have 2 episodes this next week.
All right. So as far as I go, obviously we got Good Morning Brickworld every Sunday. I am working on multiple videos. I decided I am going to have a stream tonight. A Journey to Brickworld mock stream. I got to give big old credit to Pink Wheels. Pink Wheels sent me just bags of bricks and stuff for me to use. So I can't thank you enough for helping me out with that. I really, really can't. There was so many bricks and stuff that she sent me. So now the only thing I got to order is I'm going to get some tiles. I already actually ordered them, and I got to find some red clear bricks, and I'll be good to go. So I'll have a stream tonight at some time, probably 10. And like I said, I'm working on other videos and vlogs and other random craziness. So damn, Hive's turning out the Ninjago. Oh, tuning out during the Ninjago segment.
Oh, dang.
You called me out, man. That's good. It's good. No, I don't know. I was probably scribbling in the notebook or something. So yeah, everybody, thank you so much for joining us again for Good Morning Brickworld. We appreciate it. It was a fun.
Hit that like button one more time.
Yes, please, please like
and replay gang.
Oh yes, and hello to Replay Gang. We appreciate you replaying. And I hope you guys enjoyed our segment with Tech and all the cool conversations we got to have about Star Wars. So, all right. On that note, we are going to go. Peace out, everybody.
Have a good morning.
Bye.
Well, I feel like I did pretty good. Not ran too hard. I mean,
we didn't do the whole Amberlia and the Jedi Survivor thing. We really should have done that.
I was really gonna go hard, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. I was ready.
But, I was like, if I do that, it's gonna take up too much time on the show, and I don't want to be rude. I gotta tell you, man. I think we need to change these spaces.
I'll fix your eyeballs next week. That Tech was one great guest, so I was really glad that Tech was able to make this time.
Tech is one of the best guests, dude. I swear. He's so easy to talk to. Such a good guy. And has such good insight on everything. But definitely,
I'm gonna unmute just to say thank you. Thank you.
Oh, look, he likes to just unmute himself and jump right into our outro.
We don't talk about that, Doc. We don't talk about that.
All right, man. We love you guys. Peace out. We'll see you on the next Good Morning Brickworld. Bye.